Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
Well, it's been a very quiet month weather-wise, but here's a pretty good-sized storm that's coming in for the back half of our weekend. We'll time it all out for you and talk about the rain amounts coming up.
All right, Paul, plus a big day for Oakland County drivers. The traffic shift coming to I-75 and the big impact it will have on thousands of Metro Detroiters.
I haven't processed all of it. I'm angry.
Her life was changed in an instant, and now she's pleading for justice 5 months after her son was killed in a high-speed crash. Police say that they know who killed her son, but the man they're looking for has gone into hiding.
Rocky Walters was riding his motorcycle this past July when a driver slammed into him on Detroit's west side. His body was dragged 150 feet. Coco McAvoy is live off I-75 in Madison Heights, where a billboard continues to show the suspect's picture in all of this. Hi, Coco.
Yes, good evening. It's a digital billboard, so it's constantly changing, but it does show Daniel Cook, the suspect in the deadly hit and run. And Rocky's mother says Cook's family lives in this area, so she's hoping they see the billboard and turn Cook in. The holidays just aren't the same for Juliana Boffman and her family.
I didn't put up a Christmas tree. I didn't put up my decorations.
Instead, she's been keeping track of the days since her son, Herman Walters, lovingly called Rocky, was killed in a hit-and-run crash.
But the numbers keep going, and I'm in 3 digits now. I never, ever thought this would happen.
On July 28th, Rocky left his motorcycle club on his bike, heading southbound on the Southfield Service Drive when
Daniel Cook came down the service drive doing 90 miles an hour, went around another car, saw the bike, and when he hit Rocky, he was doing 83.
The U.S. Marshals have been looking for Daniel Cook ever since.
We're all angry that someone has gotten away with taking away the person that we love.
The family isn't giving up hope, though. They put a new billboard along I-75 near 13 Mile Road.
We will keep it up until the marshals have him, one way or another.
And they're urging anyone to come forward to bring justice for their family.
It would make it a little bit easier if we could have some closure on this.
And if you know where Daniel Cook is, you should call police or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-SPEAK-UP. You'll be 100% anonymous, and there is a $10,000 reward for information. Back to you.
Yeah, and Coco, normally when police have that name, they just say it's a matter of time before they catch them. Do they have any leads on where the suspect might be hiding?
So the U.S. Marshals say they're constantly getting leads and they're checking up on these leads, but they really need people to come forward who know exactly where Daniel Cook is.
Yeah, and certainly it'll be welcome justice for that family when it happens. Coco, thanks. Kim?
Well, it was a day for the record books. My goodness, with the warm temperatures, Paul is in for Ben tonight. Incredible, because some places saw 60 degrees today.
It's just remarkable. It's insane. End of December, but take a look at the numbers. These are high temperatures across the area today. And look at that. Flint, Jackson, and Monroe all hit the 60s today, but some of us were not very far behind. And the official reading at Detroit Metro Airport of 58 degrees, that broke a new record. So the old record was 57, set back in 2016. So it wasn't just the southern part of the state. Look at this. Traverse City got up to a record high of 57 degrees today. It's remarkable. Look at it. Saginaw was at 60. All right, let's switch over to current temps. Yeah, you can see the cold front right here. Here's the warm air, here's the cold air. So that's going to be coming in. I think the front gets here about 5 a.m. or so, crossing the area. So temperatures are going to drop. Now, in the western part of the area, it's going to actually be mid to upper 30s, but we'll have a quick bump, and then in the afternoon, temps are actually going to fall real quick if you're, well, not that you're heading there already, but the game looks great weather for the game in Michigan State tomorrow over at Yankee Stadium. They'll have great conditions. I'll be back with our weekend forecast in just a bit, guys.
Hey, Paul. It's been the cause of a lot of headaches for drivers this year, but tomorrow morning, northbound I-75 in Oakland County is finally expected to reopen. Local 4's Larry Spruill is near the construction zone in Troy. Larry, what are drivers saying?
Well, Kimberly, everyone agrees that construction is needed in this area in Troy along Interstate 75, but tomorrow is a new ball game with some temporary relief. But drivers are skeptical. For months, orange barrels and construction equipment have made a home here on I-75 in Troy, and drivers I talked to say they're tired of it.
It's horrible.
It's really the only way Tisha Wilson can describe the Interstate 75 construction here in Troy. Wilson says it's so bad she finds ways to avoid it.
It's a nuisance. Like I put off getting gas because I don't want to come up the service drive because the construction is so bad.
Now, the $224 million project involves reconstructing more than 8 miles of pavement in each direction, improving 18 structures, upgrading drainage, and that's just part of the plan. All of this will take place between Coolidge Highway and 13 Mile Road. Lindowski says he understands this is needed.
Yeah, and I get it, the roads have to be fixed, but, we all have to deal with it in the meantime.
But there's more twists and turns to this chapter of the 75 project. Starting bright and early 7 a.m. Friday morning, MDOT crews are expecting to start switching northbound I-75 traffic to its pre-construction configuration, which means two things. We're one step closer to the end, but there will only be one lane open on the southbound side.
And they need to figure out something because this is not going to work for me.
Thanks for the heads up.
And NDOT says by the end of the day, this Tuesday, December 31st, northbound traffic should be using the new northbound lanes, except for a 1 mile area near Big Beaver Road. Now that's where only 2 lanes will be open due to the ongoing construction of a noise wall through the winter months. We are live in Troy tonight. Larry Sproul, Local 4.
And Larry, I know you mentioned the southbound lanes. What's the timeline for that stretch?
Well, Kimberly, that would be a little longer because in that area, southbound lanes will continue to use 1 lane until 7 p.m. New Year's Eve night. Kimberly?
All right, Larry.
Detroit police have identified the driver they believe was doing donuts on I-94 in a video out on social media. Police say 22-year-old Devin Kronk from Allen Park was the driver in that orange Camaro. Take a look. With traffic at a halt, the car does a few burnouts right on the freeway. This is late Sunday night. The license plate on the Camaro was covered and had a vulgar message directed toward Detroit police.
A tragic ending to the search for a little boy who went missing on Christmas Day in the small town of Six Lakes, which is about a 30-minute drive from Mount Pleasant. 5-year-old Bo Belson disappeared after playing outside with others on Christmas. Police officers and hundreds of volunteers spent nearly 24 hours searching for little Bo. But this afternoon, Michigan State Police made the devastating announcement.
The body of 5-year-old Bo Belson was located shortly after noon today by our Michigan State Police Marine Services team in a body of water just adjacent to his residence under the ice, and unfortunately he was found deceased.
Michigan State Police are investigating the case but say there are no immediate signs of foul play.
A Christmas Day attempted carjacking leaves 1 car with bullet holes and a man shaken up after refusing to give up his keys. Doorbell security video capturing a portion of those shots that happened on West Outer Drive in Detroit. The man says he was sitting inside his car filled with Christmas gifts when 2 men walked up to him.
2 dudes tapped on the window with a gun pointing straight to my head. Get out the car. I was like, man, I give you all the money, man. It's all good. I give you the money. He was like, no, get out the car. Now I'm going to kill you. I seen on a movie once before, my man leaned the seat back real hard and threw the car in reverse and just smashed that boy. At the end of the day, hey, God is good.
That's a Jason Bourne movie. I know which movie he's talking about. Boy, dangerous move there. A total of 11 shots were fired at the car. Amazingly, he was not hurt. Police are investigating that shooting. Tonight, we are getting a look at how state police tracked down 2 men who led officers on a chase in a U-Haul. This is video from MSP's chopper after the men ditched that U-Haul and then tried to make a run for it. Eventually, one of the suspects would be found hiding under what looks like a bush on this infrared video, and then he was tracked down by a police dog. The other suspect was also arrested a short time later. Both have been charged with armed robbery and fleeing a police officer.
Still ahead, some teenagers were being turned away from the mall on one of the busiest shopping days.
New tonight, the controversial policy being enforced for kids 17 and under.
She's a very special person, and I will do anything to get her home.
A woman goes missing while hiking. Tonight, her family makes a desperate plea as police make an arrest in the case.
But first, an Oakland County woman learns her secret Santa is a billionaire.
Look how big this is. The box is like as big as my entire body.
What do you do when your secret Santa turns out to be Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates? How she reacted when she found out. Next.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Over the fields we go, laughing all the way. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun